What up, everybody? This is episode 14 of the HellFire Club, HellFire Club podcast.
Now you just gotta leave that in.
Yeah, we leave it. I am Majid,
I'm Arturo.
and this week we watched The Shining.
Yeah, The Shining. Hey, but before The Shining, have you been watching the finals?
I watched it last night.
You watched it last night.
Yeah.
You haven't really been watching
I watched
all of them, or no?
It's been like scattered, just because the NBA's kind of been whack to me.
You haven't really followed it in recent years as
Nah,
much
it's
as
'cause
back in the day.
It's because all these like teams, fool.
What?
Straight annoying.
Any super teams?
Yeah. Like how it all started like with the Heat.
Well, recently, I guess.
Recently. Before it was the Lakers.
Yeah.
Was like the team that everybody goes to put together. But now it was like the LeBron, and it's just
Wherever
like,
LeBron goes.
and then he's like texting everybody, "Hey, play with me, play with me." It's like, oh, full straight.
Yeah.
If you can't get a championship without all this help, like you don't deserve it.
This is the only thing that that was kind of funny to me is that people were talking shit to like about Durant going to the Warriors, but like all the Cavs fans, I'm like, "Fool, did you guys forget?" Like,
Yeah, they did
LeBron
the exact same thing.
and they're like, "Oh no, but it's different because I get it because the like the year before the Warriors beat the Thunder or whatever." But I'm saying it's still at the end of the day, they still did the same shit where they went to go chase the ring. Like they left their home team to go chase the ring. So
yeah, like what Kevin Love, they brought Kevin Love over.
Kevin Love, yeah.
Then what?
I think was J.R. Smith there already? Or, no, he was there. But
No, I mean they brought him over. They brought what's his name? Iman Shumpert.
Yeah.
And then Corver.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, Cavs fans, hey, just chill, because, I mean, your homie Braun pretty much did the same shit when he went to the Heat and when he came back, kind of like, oh, it's like, so just let Durant win, yeah, they're a super team and all that shit, but it's just kind of like, now they just got to go back and figure out what they're going to do about next year, because I don't know how you're going to stop this team.
Yeah, but that's what I just didn't like about like the NBA now.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, straight beginning of the season, you already knew it was going to be Cavs versus Golden State.
Yeah.
There was no straight zero mystery involved.
I feel like in the West, they can make some moves where it's gonna be a little tough. Like let's say, I don't know, like one of the rumors was CP3 to the Spurs or something like that. Like that'd be kind of cool. But I feel like in the East, it's like Cavs just got the easiest ride straight to the finals. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what they're gonna do, what they can really do. Like who's gonna stop? Like is Boston gonna pick somebody up or?
Yeah, but I mean, in the West, really, did you think anybody's gonna make it to the final besides Golden State?
No. But what I'm saying is like they have the potential to kind of like,
I don't even think if CP3 goes to the Spurs, it would even make a difference.
You don't think so?
No.
We'll see. That's one rumor. I don't even know what's gonna happen with him. But like as of last year though, like even last year I felt like it was anybody's kind of the West. Even though the Thunder were like 73-9, it was still like there was still some heat, as far as like because they still had the Thunder when Durant was on the Thunder. But this year was more like, yeah, let's just fast forward. Just put the Cavs and the Thunder straight in the finals. Just fast forward it,
Yeah, like I mean, watching the rest of like the whole playoffs,
it was kind of pointless. Yeah,
there's no need.
Especially when Kawhi got injured, and then you're like, now it's really like no need. But nah, that's just. I was just gonna ask you about that because I just saw the game yesterday. How they fucking Durant got his first ring, won that. Anyway, anything else you've been watching or what?
No, not really. Just I think I watched something. I just can't remember it. Yeah. Straight zero memory.
I was on Netflix. I tried to watch this one show because it had like good good reviews. It's called Riverdale. You ever hear about it?
No.
I think it's on like the CW. It was stupid though. It's one of those I feel like when they, I guess it's hard to do because it's kind of rare when it's really done well. Is like when they cast teenagers and the dialogue and everything like actually hits. Because on this show it was kind of like, dude, nobody acts like that in high school or talks like that. Like, it sounded so dumb, like so forced, like old people were like writing. I don't know who wrote it or anything like that, but you know what I mean. Like when they really missed the mark.
Yeah, but was it really actually forced, or is that really how? Because like Laguna Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you watch it now and you listen to like what they're talking about, you'd be like, oh, this is.
No, like this isn't like a reality show like that. It's all like scripted, so they write in the dialogue. But just the way they were, if you watch like the first episode, you're kind of like, what? It's kind of dumb. It's not like it's outdated. It's just like nobody even like talks really acts like that. It feels too much like a.
But you could say the exact same thing with Laguna Beach.
What do you mean?
Like you'd be like, dude, nobody acts like how. What's her name?
Kristen?
Was it
Elsie?
Steven's.
Well, that's what his kind of messing both of them. Kristen was his
the one that he really liked or whatever.
Yeah, and then Elsie was like the other one, Lauren.
Yeah, Kristen was the one that was like cucking him and all that, right?
Pretty much. Season 2 was pretty.
What was on that cuck life?
Yeah, season 1 was like 50-50, I guess. But season 2, like this was just kind of looking dumb out there. Cause like even from the first episode, she's like, "Nah, I'm already hooking up with some other food and shit," and then like she's hooking up with this other food, and
food was getting cucked.
Pretty much on
live TV. But yeah, but like if you listen to how they talk, you'd be like,
no. But even then though, that seems more realistic, as far as like some of these scripted shows. It just felt dumb. Like I don't know. I was like, dude, I don't know, man.
It's just you're getting old, fool. That's what it is.
Nah, because these kids are all old too, and that's the other thing. Like that made me appreciate like sleepaway camp, because then you look at these people and they're like 19, 20, and they're supposed to be playing sophomores, not even seniors. They're like sophomores, which is like 15, turning 16. I'm like, these fools look too old, fool. Like that's the other thing that kind of sucks.
Pretty bad casting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they don't just cast like
15, 16. I mean, you got to be able to find some that can act like, good enough. Because I think that I always see that too. It's kind of dumb.
I think maybe it's just a schedule, no? Because you don't want to kind of, like as a parent, would you have your kid be like all off?
I don't know. Maybe if it was real promising acting career, like a good.
What was the show called?
It's called Riverdale.
Okay, if you're.
Which was I guess it was a hit show. I think it was on the CW, the network. I don't know. I was watching it on Netflix. So I tried to give it a chance. I was like, let me just watch something new, something that me and my girl could both watch, right? So I was looking. I was like, oh, this one has good reviews.
Because I mean, when you're going on a TV show, bro, that's straight risky.
Yeah, but I mean, if the money was right, I guess that's what it comes down to for.
Yeah, no, but then like, what if that's like the only acting
that you ever get?
Yeah.
Who knows? And then what? Like you flunk high school? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and you're just like
you got to do homeschooling or something. Just get around it somehow. But
straight ruin your life for Riverdale.
I just think it looks funny. Like I think it looks funny when they're too old. Like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, when I was a sophomore, like these fools look like they're like 20 and shit. Like what?
Straight full beard.
Full beard, and these dudes are all big, and then chicks too look all old and shit. Like what? Nobody. I don't remember fools looking like that. But anyhow, I try to watch that. Try to think of anything else. No, I don't know. Other than today, I watched a little bit of The Shining today, just cause. Get
refresh.
Refresh a little bit, and I was also surfing some like YouTube videos, just kind of like just about the location,
Yeah.
So, anyways, then we'll just get into The Shining real quick.
How'd you like?
The Shining was I liked it, and this is one thing that I noticed. That I guess I felt like it was a lot like it separated itself from the other horror that was coming out at the time. You know, this was what 1980, I believe, and that's when that was like that whole wave of, you know, the whole slashers, right?
Yeah.
And this was like completely different, and it wasn't like a masked killer. It wasn't like a, you know.
Yeah, it's not like a traditional horror movie.
Yeah. It was like the dad, like, you know what I mean? I guess the only other one I could think of that kind of had that thing was like Amityville, which I think came out in the 70s, right? Yeah. Yeah. So back to it, but this is the first time, because I told you, I think when we touched on it a little bit on the last episode, but this is the first time I saw it like beginning to end, like one shot, like
complete.
Yeah, because I've always seen like all the classic, you know, scenes. Yeah. You know, so
little clips.
Yeah. So this is the first time, and there was some stuff that I hadn't even seen. Like I thought I had seen like pretty much all the whole movie from just seeing like clips.
All the clips around.
Yeah, because I used to always throw it on when it'd be on TV, so I'd catch like parts from here, parts from there, and I'm like, oh yeah. To me, I thought I had seen like everything, but no. But overall, yeah, I liked it. It was dope. I thought Jack Nicholson did pretty good in that too. Yeah, he was dope in there.
Did you watch it with your Heino or?
No, I just by myself. Cause that shit was pretty long, so I just watched it by myself at the house.
Yeah, it's kind of like an investment movie. You kind of need to go in and just pay attention to it.
Yeah, cause at the end, you know, cause you realize there are like some signs, right? Kind of. I feel like they set up Jack to kind of like there's something about him, you know, that
something was off.
Yeah, almost like he wasn't that lovable, I guess, you know, because right away they're like, I think early in the movie they say, oh yeah, he was an alcoholic who had injured Danny the son. Yeah. You know, the mom had said. Yeah. And so like you're kind of like, okay, he has like a bad kind of past or something like that.
Yeah, he wasn't very like engaged in like the family.
Yeah, but he was still like in the beginning he was still actually like a regular dude though, right? Like he's still
but cool. he wasn't very engaged. He wasn't close.
Yeah, I didn't see him like that.
It wasn't like, oh, this is a loving father. It's like, oh, this is the father.
Just the father. Yeah. Yeah. So kind of had that he had that thing to him where, and then especially because everybody knows how it ends. You're already like looking for shit, kind of, you know. So I guess the real hotel's in Oregon. The exterior of the hotel.
Was it Oregon or Colorado?
They said, well, in the movie they're in Colorado for sure, but
the overlook, the actual.
Yeah, it's called the Pine Lodge or something. I forgot what the fuck it's really called, but it's in Oregon, I guess. The exterior, and then for as far as the interior, I heard that they used a hotel in Colorado, but then I also heard that they had a bunch of sets like I think in England or something. So I don't know.
Kubrick was like, I think, really weird with how he filmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I heard that they almost duplicated like a hotel that was, I think, in Colorado. And they kind of like almost rebuilt it like over there in England. And then they just shot like on set as far as all the interior shots, like, you know, the hallways and the. Yeah. So I don't know, because I heard two different things. So, but the exterior for sure is an actual hotel. It's like in Portland though, I think. But it does, and like from the pictures and what I've seen, it was like shitload of snow everywhere. Like it kind of.
Yeah, it looked like that.
Yeah, and I think it's like year-round skiing. Well, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw a video where this chick was there in July and it was straight snow everywhere. Like, I was like, damn, must be fucking cold. And then a shitload of the hotel was actually like covered in snow. You couldn't even really see it that much. So, anyways, though, back to the movie. Right away, you kind of also learn that little kid is kind of a little
little weird.
A little weird, right? Because he's talking like his finger, which is what, Tommy? And he does like this.
The little.
Yeah. He does this
Thank you.
He does this voice thing, right? And then it's like at first you think, well, at least when I was watching it, I thought like, oh, is this a kid just talking to like a imaginary friend type thing? Until he says they're talking about the hotel and the dad getting the job, and then the little Tommy, whatever, the finger's like, oh yeah, like here we got the job.
Yeah, already got it.
And he's gonna call right now to like you know, his mom know or whatever. And then he does, so then you're kind of like, oh shit, this fool knows something, like,
yeah,
you know, I guess.
But I didn't think it was like Tommy. I thought it was just his. Okay, so when you find out that him and the head chef, is that what his job title is?
Yeah, yes.
Because he has a Shining as well, right?
Yeah, they're the only ones, right?
And his grandma had it, I guess.
Oh yeah, there was.
Because he was like, oh yeah, we can have a whole conversation without.
Whose grandma?
The
chef homie, the black homie.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Because he was like, oh yeah, we can have a whole conversation without even speaking a word. So I figured, and he didn't have like some weird little voice. I think Tommy was just like a made up creation for the little kid to
for Danny.
To like, I guess, cope with, I guess, seeing the future.
I guess so. Yeah, I didn't really understand that too well. But maybe you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then they get the job, whatever, and they go and they move
to the Overlook.
Yeah, they move to the Overlook. They're in there, and then that's when we meet the chef dude, who calls him Doc.
Yeah.
And later they're like, how did you know his name was Doc? And then that's kind of where there's that reveal that
he has a Shining,
and he kind of explains it.
Yeah.
So then we're like, okay. And then that's when I started, because I told you last time, I was like, that's when I started kind of like growing towards that character, the chef dude, because he knows that this kid has it, and then he knows the potential danger, I guess, of what could happen at that hotel, and he knows about room 237. And then,
yeah, and
you know, he's always calling in, checking in. Like, he's kind of like, to me, it seemed like he was going to be.
Well, he only checked in once, right?
Well,
yeah, I think he only checked in
when he called the police station.
Yeah,
to have them call.
But that's because I think he saw what was going to happen. And then he called.
But I remember he called a couple times. Because the first time they're like, yeah, we'll check, and then I think he calls back, and then they're like, oh, you know what? Like, we tried.
Yeah, he calls the cops, and he's like, yeah.
Can you go check it out?
Yeah, check it, and then.
Then later he calls again, and then.
Yeah, because he's like.
That's when they tell him, like, oh, you know what? I think the phone.
Yeah, we couldn't reach him. And he's like, oh, we could keep trying, and he's like, oh, no, I'll go.
Yeah, and then he hops on the plane. But before all that, though, because I was just saying, like, that's when I was kind of like, okay, this is the good guy. This is gonna be the heroic guy.
Guy that saves the day.
The guy that saves the day. You know, he knows what's going on, and he's like showing interest in actually, like, showing like he cares. Anyhow, though, back at the hotel, though, fucking Jack starts losing his mind little by little, right?
Yeah.
And
I think they could have stretched the movie out a little long.
I don't know. She was pretty long.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, because he does kind of go crazy a little fast.
You think so? Well,
for like how literally like going crazy would probably be.
I guess.
I think it went.
But then they also do. There's actually like weeks that go by, but then it cuts down to just the days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I think before that they said like, oh, a month later or something like that, a couple months later, I forgot. So I think in time, like in
well, in actual time, I think it was a long time.
Yeah, but like as far as what the movie shows.
Yeah, what you see.
Yeah. But.
Because he was kind of cool, and then he did the. Then he like flipped out on her when she
started getting a little aggressive.
Yeah. When she was like, "Oh yeah, maybe I can read it when you're done or whatever." And that's when he was like, like you keep like disturbing me.
Yeah, is that when he's like, if you hear me typing, like,
Yeah.
stay away, like, whatever. When I'm in this room, whatever.
Yeah.
That's when you first started to see, like, I guess that was like the first, like, oh, okay, what the, like, this was, like, that was a little out of his character.
Yeah, he was like out of it. And then, does she see? I'm trying to remember. Oh, then she wakes him up from like when he was having that nightmare.
Yeah, he was in like a bad dream. He's kind of yelling.
Yeah. And then that's when like Danny got.
Didn't he say when he woke up, I had a bad dream? Like I had a dream that I killed you and Danny or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when, like, Danny came in, was all straight busted up.
Yeah.
And I guess he went to 237.
Yeah.
And there was like a lady there.
Is that I'm guessing he's referring to that lady that Jack sees when he goes in there, yeah?
I'm thinking, because I think he said that it was an old lady.
Uh-huh.
So it was the second lady that he saw. Wasn't the
first one, I guess, was kind of like a disguise or something, right?
I guess I'm not really sure.
I feel like she was. I feel like the real, I guess, identity would be the old lady, but she was kind of like disguised to. That way, she tempts him, and he gets closer, and he's like attracted to her, or whatever. And then it's kind of like the reveal is that she's old ass lady, which was a little hard to watch.
Yeah.
You know? When she comes in, because they're straight butt ass naked, and this lady was.
Yeah, like you're like, oh, okay, like I can watch it in the beginning.
When it's the regular chick.
Yeah, the normal chick.
Uh-huh.
And then like when it went into the mirror, and it was.
Yeah, she was kind of gross.
Yeah, like ugh.
Kind of reminded me.
And she has like all those like sores on her.
Yeah, kind of reminded me of the Faculty, remember, with like
the
stand in the shower scene.
Yeah, that old
a lady in her like didn't her like piece of her scalp or something come out?
and like hair.
Yeah, that was nasty. Oh, so yeah, that's what that reminded me of. But so Jack could see that, I guess. How did I say it? So.
Well, hold on. First, before he even does that, before Jack goes into 237.
Yeah.
He goes to the bar.
The bar, right?
And that's when he was talking to his the bartender homie.
And he's drinking.
Yeah.
So he like
fake.
Yeah, I guess. That's also when you start seeing like, okay, this was really losing it.
Yeah, like he's seeing people now.
Yeah.
Because at that point it was just a bartender in the gold room.
Uh-huh. And then there was a point where like it was just full out shitload of people there, remember?
Yeah, but that was like the end. Yeah, that's when he was like, okay, now I'm gonna kill my family.
Yeah, because then he also sees that dude in the bathroom.
Yeah, what's his name? Granby?
I don't know. It has the same last name as the guy who killed everybody, but it wasn't the same first name. That's something I noticed.
Yeah.
Because I remember thinking like, oh, that was that guy, but then you go back and listen to the original story when he's getting the interview or whatever, and it's a different guy. And that's another part that's like, oh, Jack, you've always been the caretaker, right?
Yeah.
That line. And then, I don't know, I was kind of a little confused. Especially with the ending, which we'll get to at the end, because that to me, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, as far as trying to figure it out or whatever. So, what else? Oh, yeah. And then that one scene, because by this point, Jack's already, like, straight, he's gone. For like,
no talking to him?
Yeah. So that scene where she has the bat, it's probably the scene that I've seen the most times, like, before actually watching this. For some reason, every time I would throw this on, it was always on that part, you know, where he's like, I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, but this was, he already talked to.
Here we had talked to that dude. Right?
Yeah.
And mind you, like, I'm just going to go way back. In the very beginning, when he's interviewing for the job, they let him know, like, you know, just to let you know, like, there was a guy here. I guess they said in 1970 or something like that.
Yeah, that killed his family.
With an axe.
Yeah.
And he's like, so they let him know, he's like, oh, that's fine. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, nothing, I'm fine. Like nothing will ever happen. Like
Yeah.
nothing like that will ever happen.
Yeah. So.
And they said that he just was there and he was watching it, doing the same shit, that same position kind of, and that he just kind of went a little crazy, just being isolated, I guess. Where they say cabin fever.
Yeah, I guess like the isolation.
Mm-hmm. Drove him a little crazy.
Yeah.
That he killed them and stacked them all up in room 237, right?
I think it was 237.
That's why it's so significant.
And it was the twins.
Those were his daughters, right?
Yeah.
What about that lady? Was that his wife by any chance?
I don't know.
And they never show him, huh? And what was up with that dude in the suit? The bear suit with the other dude, like
getting his straight dick sucked?
Is that what they were doing?
That's what. Yeah.
That's what you got from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the way they get up and all that shit. But at that point, she's seen it, and like what's her name? I forgot. Always gotta look this up.
Catherine? No. What was it?
It is Wendy?
Yeah.
Wendy Torrance. So, yeah, she sees.
Yeah, she starts seeing everybody. She sees, because she's the one that sees the bear sucking the dude's dick.
Somebody in a bear suit.
And then she sees, I think it's Granby or something like that.
Let's see if it's on there. I'll look it up right now.
It starts with like a G.
Let's see.
I don't know why I'm
Grady?
Grady.
Delbert Grady was a dude in the bathroom.
Why am I saying Granby? Isn't that like a yoga thing?
I don't know. Granby. You got the G part right though. Yeah, so Grady. She sees him too?
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen her?
Because she like, yeah, she went crazy.
She looks like shit now, I was about to say.
No, she like literally.
Yeah.
I think something's like psychologically.
I think, yeah.
That's what I've read.
Yeah, because I looked her up to see what and there was all this shit that she was all like fucked up, and then she looks like complete shit. Right?
Yeah, but when you think somebody loses their mind, they're not going to be put together, fool.
But I'm just saying, dude, like the way she like these pictures that they have of her, like she just looks like crap.
Yeah. No, but like.
Anyways.
Because I think
I don't know.
What was that dude's? Grady. When he like toasts her and like he has blood all on his face, and he's like, "Great party, huh?"
Why? I don't remember that.
I think she's like running through the halls, and then she sees.
She sees him.
Yeah.
Because at first she couldn't see him, right? Or she couldn't see any of these people. I feel like it was just Danny and Jack.
Yeah.
I feel like she was like the last one who. To kind of
see.
Yeah, start going crazy.
And then and then she goes into the gold room, and then she sees all the skeletons.
This is when she's like running away, right? Pretty much.
I think she's running to find Danny, and I think this was when Danny was in the hedge maze, running away from Jack. From
his dad.
Yeah.
Which to me was a genius move, right? To me, I was like, how the fuck is this fool gonna get away? And then he just go in the maze, which he already knew. It's like, kid's kind of smart. Because then he was also, like, backtracking his steps, I guess. Because Jack was, like, following the steps in the snow. And then, and then he gets to, like, the kid gets to a certain spot. And then he kind of goes backwards in his own steps. And then he makes, like, a different... He goes in a different direction. Kind of misleads him.
I think like this whole movie just like started making sense to me now. Not like it didn't like make, but I think I know what like the whole ending in The Shining was, right? So in the end, like
well, you want to just
let's jump into it because this is gonna be.
All right. So we'll say what happens first before what we think. All right. So at the end,
yeah. So the end. Danny gets away from Jack.
Jack can't figure his way out.
Yeah,
pretty much.
and he pretty much freezes to death
Yeah.
inside the maze.
Uh-huh.
And then they get into the snowcat and I
Drive
guess
off, pretty
leave.
much.
And then like at the end you see
And then they're just doing these shots back inside the hotel
yeah, and then you see, like it pans or it zooms into like a photo.
that's on the wall.
Yeah, of I forgot what time.
1921, if I remember.
Yeah, it was way old.
Yeah,
And there's a picture of Jack.
Yeah, well, it was like a whole. It was a whole picture, like a whole bunch of people, I guess, inside that
Yeah.
hotel, like a party or something, right?
Party or like the staff or something.
Something like that. We gotta say 100 people or something, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like you said, Jack's in the very front. That's Jack, and they're like, "What the hell? It's 1921." Like, and this movie takes place like when it came out, like in 1980, I believe.
Yeah.
So you're
It was like recent time.
yeah. So that's where I was like, "What the fuck? Like, how is he in there? You know, fucking 60 years, like almost 60 years ago, and he looks the same." And shit. Like, what the hell happened? You have any theories on it?
All right, so
because I'm kind of screwed. Like, I don't really.
you don't.
I was trying. I looked at some like YouTube fan theories and stuff like that, but that was it. I couldn't come up with nothing.
All right, so I think what's it called?
Let's give it your best shot.
I think that family.
Which one?
So
Torrance family?
Torrance
Or the
family.
Grady?
Well, I mean, just that I'm not gonna say Torrance family, right? Because it messes with my
Okay. So the characters we know,
yeah.
Jack and Danny.
Danny and
Wendy.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom, daughter. I mean, mom, dad, and son.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think they're constant. I think all those characters are constantly like, I guess, getting reincarnated and going back to that hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like when you know how like when like this is ghost theory stuff where people die and like they just repeat like their death or whatever. I think that's what's happening with that family, and I think that's why Danny has a shining, because he I guess can remember what really happened, like in his past, I guess, lives. So he's not really telling the future. They're just reliving that same story over and over.
But then would he be the twins though?
Well, I think a lot of weird stuff happened in that hotel. And I think he was like around when like that, when all those things happened. That's why.
But do you think Jack is Grady, the other Grady who killed his kids with the axe?
No, I think Grady was a different. I think those two, because he's always said like you. Always been the caretaker.
Yeah.
So he's always gonna be coming back to the hotel.
Jack.
Yeah. So even though he died at the end of the movie, later on he's gonna come back and repeat that whole cycle again. That's why I think Danny has a shining and that the black dude has a shining. I think the black dude's always gonna get killed.
And he's always gonna come back and be like.
I think he's always like the head chef, and he's always gonna, He's
gonna try to kind of save him, maybe.
Yeah, but he's always gonna fail, which is a straight horrible life, or what?
Yeah, not like, but no, that's an interesting theory. Yeah, because if he's there in 1920, he could be like just eventually coming back, and I mean, but the thing is, wouldn't he be the Grady dude who killed his family though? You don't think that should be Jack? 10 years ago, whatever.
No,
when
because
he stacked them up.
The Grady had 2 daughters.
Yeah. So you think, but you think like there's just multiple people that kill like want to kill their family in there?
Well, I mean, like how like all these like weird hotels, like people die all the time, right? These like old hotels, people kill themselves, and like would kill like their family or whatever. You find out, oh yeah, I went to this Hilton and there's a straight dead hooker over there or whatever. So I think like I think that whole story keeps getting repeated as well, of because it was Grady. The Grady that you saw in the bar, right?
In the bathroom.
Yeah, he wasn't the same guy that they were talking about.
But Jack thought it was though. Whatever. Yeah. Because Jack told him like, I know what you did. Like,
I think it was like I think it's like Grady and then.
The other one's Grady, but I think the first one's like Joe or something Grady, and the other one's they said Delbert or something. But they had the same last name.
Yeah. But
it wasn't the same dude. But Jack told him like, I know what you did. Like.
Yeah, Grady.
Here. He's like, yeah, you killed your family. Like that's when he tells him.
Yeah, but he also tells.
He tells Jack
that he did kill his family. When he was in the bathroom, he was saying like, yeah, they were bad or whatever. And he was convincing Jack to kill his family as well.
Yeah, the part that stuck with me is when he told me you've always been the caretaker, because to me that had like significance as far as like you said, he's always been like, has he always been there? Like has he?
Yeah, I think he always ends up. He always has to end up back at that hotel.
Just watching it for the summer. That sucks for the owners. They're probably like, damn. They're probably like, we get a bunch of seasons where nothing happens and we have somebody watching it. But then, like, eventually, like, say every, I don't know, 10, 20 years or something, the dude kills his family pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're the owner of that hotel, you're like, God damn it.
Yeah. But, because also, like, when she locks him up into the pantry.
How did he get out?
That's what I'm saying,
Sorry
like.
for the yawn, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like.
He gets out. Somebody lets him out of it. Whoever's talking to him, right? Is I guess.
Well, because he's talking to Grady. On the other side, because he was like, "Oh, they outsmarted you or whatever."
Yeah. Like they never really show how he gets out, though, right?
No.
He just gets out.
That's why I think like this story has to. It just always happens like.
Has to happen that way.
Yeah. There's no like. But there's no stopping it, just like when that guy tried to come in and save. There's no...
Yeah, and that to me, I was like, God damn it, because this dude, like, I was like, oh, hell yeah, this will finally, like, you're watching it, and you see him on the plane, he's on his way there, and then...
Coming from Florida, nice weather.
Yeah, and he took a long flight, like, all the way from Florida to Colorado, and I was kind of like, oh, shit, all right, cool, like, in my head, I was thinking, like, when's he gonna get there, already? Shit started getting bad and started getting worse. Finally he gets there. I was like, all right, hell yeah, now he's here. Like, you know, he's gonna help him out or put a stop to it. Or I thought if he gets murked, it's gonna be in a sacrifice, like to have the family, the rest of the family, kind of get away. You know, something tight. This dude gets there after this. He's been there the whole movie. As soon as he gets there, he straight gets offed by Jack.
Yeah.
Straight axe to like the chest or something.
There was no fight at all.
It was just like, dude, he's done. And that's it. I was like, dude, what's the whole point of that? Was like character, whatever, man. But it was funny, man.
Yeah. So like when Danny was running through the maze, it wasn't that he was like smart or whatever. It's just like he ran through that maze so many times.
Because they show him run through once in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Earlier in the movie with his mom or whatever. But yeah, that could be it. That because he knew where to go, and then he backtracked his steps to mislead Jack, and then Jack didn't know where the fuck to go because he only knows because he's following the footsteps, I guess, in the snow.
And he didn't go through the maze in his past life or whatever. He's only died.
Yeah. But the thing was, okay, yeah, so he does have to be somebody else, I guess, then. Because I'm thinking, like, he has to be the other guy who killed his family, too. It's got to be, like, the same reincarnation or whatever, right? But the other guy actually
he offs himself.
Yeah, he actually kills his family, and then he offs himself with the shotgun.
Yeah.
And they find him like that. But, yeah, I don't know. But that I thought that was a cool ending, because it leaves it up for, like, discussion. Like, what? Like, and I don't think he did when I was looking it up, I didn't really see anything where, like...
Did Stephen King talk about?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I couldn't find anything like that where he's like, oh, well, and he explains it. So, I mean, I'll try to look for more or whatever. But all I could find was, like, fan theories and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, that's kind of cool that they throw that, like, twist, I guess. 1921 or something like that. It was way back then, though. And they just end it like that, and they have Jack there. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what does this
all
all mean?
Smile.
Yeah, that Jack Nicholson smile. And you're kind of like, well, what the hell does this all mean? You know. But having seen this movie, though, it makes me that much more hyped for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios now, right?
Yeah.
Like, we've been talking about this. I don't know if we talked about it on air, but we've been talking about this off air as far as the shit that they can do.
Yeah, like the actual possibilities
with the maze now. Like, there's so much.
I think we did talk about. Did we talk about it? I think so.
Maybe. If we did, oh, I feel like I'm gonna talk about it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Just, I mean, the different locations.
Yeah, there's so many different, like.
I mean, it's not really different locations, right? But it's I guess the progression that you can see, like, you can show Jack going crazy.
Yeah, you can see, like, as you go further in the maze, he starts getting crazier and crazier, right?
Yeah.
Like, in the beginning, I could see him in the very beginning, cool. Like, you know, has, like, a little creepy smile, whatever. They're going to have, like, some lookalikes or something with the family, and he's probably going to be cool. And you're going to see him, like, typing, you know. They're going to have one where he's, like, you know, the Jack's a dope, or was it all work?
All work, no play makes
Jack a dope boy?
Yeah.
Something like that, right? You're going to see him, like, in the typing thing. Then you're going to see, like, I feel like there's going to be kind of like a kid on the tricycle or whatever.
Yeah.
You're going to have the twins.
The iconic scenes, right? The tricycle, you're going to have the twins. You're going to have Jack breaking down the...
Oh, yeah.
The bathroom door.
Yeah. Kind of like how they had that on Halloween when they had like Loomis, like, you know, shooting Michael Myers and shit.
Yeah.
Like in the previous years, I feel like there's gonna be some people like that, which they always do a good job of getting people, like, pretty good actors or whatever.
Yeah, but the thing that I'd like more is, compared to, like, Halloween, is when you went into, like, the Halloween maze, it was you're at the height, right? You walk into the hospital and the security guard's already stabbed up.
Yeah, because also too,
there's no, like, progression. It doesn't ramp up until
because the year before they had Halloween 1, and then so, like, this one they kind of pick up where it left, so it's already popping.
Yeah.
The other one, there was a little progression in the sense that you first walk into the Myers house and you see him as the kid, and he's kind of, like, at the top of the stairs, I think. If I remember correctly, he was, like, at the top of the stairs, and then you see him grown or whatever. So it's like a little bit of progression.
Yeah, I mean, Exorcist kind of had progression.
Yeah,
but not.
She wasn't fully possessed at first.
But she does the crab walk down the stairs.
That's right. That was pretty early on. Huh?
That was, like, right when you enter.
Yeah, but in the movie too, though, that she wasn't, like. That's when she was just kind of getting worse and worse, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of like the.
Yeah. But this one, I feel like they're gonna.
You can have them, like, you know, greeting or whatever. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the beginning of the Overlook Hotel.
That'd be cool. Huh? Have them, And then, cause you know, I feel like there was, I guess, a little bit progression was in a way Freddy versus Jason last year, like in the sense that they have him like as a kid, and then like you see him. Well, it was kind of tricky though, cause then it's like Freddy and Jason.
Yeah.
But I remember him being like the kid, and then they
was Krampus.
Krampus, I don't remember too much.
I don't remember the beginning. No, I think the beginning, the snow was already inside the house, right?
I don't remember, Phil, to be honest.
Because I remember going in, and it was straight cold.
Yeah. And I like how they do that. They'll capitalize on that.
Yeah.
They'll make it cold, or if it's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they make it smell like shit.
Yeah.
And they make it all like
ass.
and it feels all like, I don't know,
disgusting.
like musty and shit. But I remember like that, like the Pamela Voorhees character. Like somebody, like they always get pretty good characters, I guess, because that one kind of impressed me. The chick who was playing Jason Voorhees' mom in the maze. She was like so in character, and I feel like that's what they're gonna do with this. Get a bunch of like just really good, you know, actors and actresses and shit. Because I'm sure they're all like actors, you know, like probably actual like legit actors. Because these aren't like the typical fucking monsters running around like these people have.
Yeah, the one that you when you have like a home maze or whatever.
Yeah, or like outside in the park, you know. Those guys probably don't even have much experience, dude. Like if you're one of those the perch guys in scare zones and shit.
Yeah.
But for these, they always do pretty good. When you have like a key roll in the maze or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Was anything like progressive? Not really, huh?
No, not really. The only thing I could think of was like Halloween the year before. Like, you just kind of walk in and you see like the scenes and stuff. Yeah,
you went on the Jurassic Park ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like that, where in the beginning it's nice, straight. And then it's like the opening of the not really opening of the park, right? It's
I guess like they open the doors, you're saying, and then you kind of go through, right?
Yeah, but like the park is brand new. It's not like how Jurassic World, where the park is open to the public.
Mm-hmm.
This is like
this is Jurassic Park.
So it's, I guess what would you call it? A private tour?
Kind of, yeah.
A private opening, whatever. But you know, in the beginning, the park is
everything's all
nice.
Peaceful.
Yeah. It's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then later on, that's when everything.
They're like, oh god, there's like you start seeing a extra like
I think an extra boat.
Yeah.
Flipped over. I think you see a Jeep messed up.
Yeah, and then there's that thing that falls from the side, right? That's
that was that was a
Jeep.
Jeep.
Another cart. Yeah. And then that's when you're getting up to the T-Rex and everything's all fucking up inside, and like the light, like, you know, like it's all like
sparks
destroyed, and then you're like, oh shit. But
so that's what like I was looking when I heard The Shining, I was like, dude.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of good stuff, because it's not just Jack. There's gonna be that old ass lady, maybe not like naked, but you know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of.
Yeah, but they'll have her like wearing some shit. Maybe I'm saying.
Have the bear blowjob or what?
Hey, I won't be surprised if you see the bear, just the bear, like maybe not in that position, but like just the bear suit, like jump, like, you know.
I don't think they can do like the.
Nah, but if you're gonna be walking, like, if you're gonna be walking, it kind of looks like a hotel. That means it's gonna be a lot of room for those doors, like, you know, those hallways, like in the hallway that is right in Tricycle 237. And then you don't know which door is like real and which one they're gonna pop out of, and they're gonna get you with that.
You're gonna have to go into room 237.
You're gonna have to do that too. And then
I want them to do like the elevator blood, but I don't know how they'll pull that off.
Nah, the only way I could see it is if it's already there. Like there's just like the elevator and just like blood stains everywhere. Because they're not gonna be able to drop.
Yeah, no, but that'd be so legit.
Yeah, that would. But that's the only way. That's the only thing I can see is like having. Like how it would look like after. Like let's say the blood came through and then like an hour later.
I was gonna say like they would probably have it like where it's not actual liquid blood. It would just be like sculpt. You know how like they how like they sculpted like the snow,
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't actual snow. It was like foam.
Mm-hmm. I can see something like that, just like blood, kind of.
Yeah, and it's kind of in the like down the hallway. Like you can't really get to it.
Yeah. Yeah, something. I mean, the only other thing I could see was like if the stretching is like, I don't know, if it's something with glass.
That's what I was thinking. But then
And
like how do you
it drains, like if there's like a, you know, like
a drain and then it pumps it back.
back up like that. You just keep doing it like that. I mean, if they could do it, maybe they'll do that. If they could do it like and it looks cool, they'll do it. But if not, if it's a little too much, then you know they might just have it like the aftermath where it's kind of like the elevator's open.
If I see the black homie axed up.
You gotta see that. He's probably gonna be already dead though. You know, how they have like those dead bodies.
Maybe he might like greet you in the
and dressed as a chef, huh?
Like in the beginning, like how he was kind of like greeting the family.
Mm-hmm. And I want to walk through. This is just like if I was picturing it. I want to walk through and at one point see Jack at the bar, like, you know, drinking with the bartender, you know, and kind of maybe even looking back and saying like,
I wonder if, trying to think like how would they do it where it's like, oh, you know, where you can see him like he's like just talking to like nobody.
Oh yeah, true. He could do that, huh? Maybe drinking out of an empty cup.
Yeah, talking to nobody, and then later on you see him drinking and actually talking to the guy.
Yeah. At one point too, he's drinking and doesn't even have anything in his cup. I mean, it doesn't even have a cup. I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
he's
this.
just
But and like and just in a certain shot, and then the other times he does have it. But I want to see the scene with the bat. I just don't know. I mean, obviously they can't make it that big where it looks like that.
Yeah.
But like in a scaled down version.
Yeah, they have so many scenes that they can pull from this movie.
Yeah. Like if you could do like a smaller scaled scene like that where she has the bat and he's walking up the stairs. Or maybe just have the stairs in the back but they don't actually like, you know,
go anywhere.
Yeah, walk up there. She's maybe just like swinging and tell him get away and he's kind of like just walking towards her. And then like another one.
Pretty much what we're saying right now is pretty much the only maze that they can ever have like in the whole park full. This mess is looking huge.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, but they could kind of scale it down like how they did in Halloween. Like the hospital, they had a big hospital, but they kind of knew how to.
Yeah, but you only go into rooms.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure they could do.
You're not really in like how like the gold room is like this big bar.
Yeah, I think they'll have a way to kind of make it look like that, but it just won't actually be that size. But
yeah, no, but also how many scenes were in the Halloween thing? It wasn't that many.
Yeah.
This is like we're talking about crazy amount of scenes.
That we're already talking about.
Yeah. Like do they have to do this? They have to do that.
I know, right? And then like another one that you said is like, oh, the hedge maze.
Yeah, because
they gotta finish do that one, right?
I mean, it's a maze.
Yeah, that's gonna be at the end though, yeah.
Yeah.
Or after you already leave the crib, like, or I mean not the crib, the hotel.
Yeah, this was like when Jack is.
This is gonna be towards the end. You're gonna see him frozen, huh?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna come at you or whatever a couple times while you're in the maze, and then at the very end you're gonna have to see like the frozen Jack.
Yeah.
And then
that look.
Yeah. I remember seeing that before I even saw the movie because they had a meme, and it said like it was funny. It said like, you know, like fools that like the promoters that used to like promote like clubs and shit, like like, you know, like club promoters.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
flyers.
Yeah. So they had it, and they had, like promoters be like, oh, come through tonight, it's gonna be popping. But like somebody posted it like on a rainy, cold day and shit, and they had like Jack like all like frozen out there, and then saying like promoters would be like, oh, it's all snowing and shit, be like, oh, it was good tonight, it's gonna be popping and shit, trying to promote like, fuck, it's fucking raining, it's cold as fuck.
Are there still promoters?
No, I haven't really seen much. I think just everybody, just on social media, I guess. But even then, there are some, cause.
But I don't see how like it used to be. Bro, like
maybe
everybody was a promoter.
Maybe because we're older and we don't really. Because I feel like when I noticed it the most was like when I was like 21 or 20, 21, like. But now, maybe because I don't know. So, but yeah, people still promote on Instagram. Anyways, though, they gotta do that hedge maze though.
Yeah.
But you think they'll throw in that 1921 shit, like a picture?
I don't know.
Like a photo on their way out. Maybe they'll do that before you go outside. Who knows?
That'd be. I'm trying to. It'd be kind of hard, no? Like.
Maybe it'll just be there subtly, like if you pay attention.
Yeah, probably if you pay attention.
You know, because it won't take that much time to.
Because you don't want people to like. You know, crowd around like a picture. They kind of want like the whole flow to keep moving.
Yeah.
So they might have it like.
Kind of subtle.
Like in the middle of like the maze.
Yeah, and like if you're walking by, you're like, okay, cool. Not like at the end where you're like looking.
Yeah. I think that would be like a little Easter egg.
Yeah.
Like if like fool's really paying attention, like oh, so we got that.
Yeah. So it's gonna be, man. That's just a lot of shit they could do with it. So that's what's exciting about it, right? Like, and it's the first time they've ever done it, so. Kind of like the way to follow up last year, because last year was
Exorcist,
yeah,
Halloween 2.
Yeah, Freddy, Jason.
They should do Halloween 3.
Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch.
I'm telling you, they did have a little bit the year before in 2015. They had a little bit of Season of the Witch in there. When you first walk, before you get into the house, there's like trick-or-treaters and they have all those masks and they're little, they're kids.
Yeah, but I'm saying like a proper Season of the Witch.
And then the only other thing, there was they had the masks on, and then you go inside, and on one of the TVs in the kitchen, they had that commercial with the song. So yeah. Silver Shamrock song. That was pretty cool. But then that was it. But we'll see what they have this year. But anyways, so the movie, what would you give it? Like, it's time for the
score.
The score.
What at a
100?
100?
Yeah.
95.
95?
95. Yeah.
Damn. So you really like this one?
Yeah, this is a legit movie.
No, it is. Yeah, I was gonna say like 88, like a high 80s.
Okay.
High 80s. Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
The reason why I give it so high is because I'd rewatch the movie, right?
Yeah.
And this is not like throw it on in the background, or this is like a movie where you pay attention to the movie. And it's like an investment kind of movie. And usually those investment type of movies, I wouldn't. It's like, you know, it's too much. It's like a straight. It's like work. So you don't really rewatch those type of movies, like Titanic.
Oh yeah, it's too much work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. It's like I saw it once. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rewatch it, but this one is like. Halloween comes, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's just starting to get me like hyped for Halloween, you know. But yeah, I would say like high 80s, maybe even 90, like. But nah, this was a good one. Actually, watching it all the way through like that, this is dope. Because I'm telling you before, I've always just like, you know, it's always on TV, especially like on October and stuff. But this is a good one.
Kubrick the man or what?
Yeah, it's the man.
Dude, and he filmed it straight amazingly.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, he did. A lot of the shots, I'm sorry, fucking too far back. Like, a lot of the shots I liked, and it's like his choice of.
Like the set and everything was like straight perfect. Perfect.
Oh, really good, you know?
Yeah. But like, yeah, the problem, these movies makes me not like, you know, think like, oh dude, they can never, you can never like do something like this good.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, like, were you talking about like a remake?
No, like actually, like if you wanted to make like a movie,
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, and you're like, oh, can you like, have you seen The Shining? Can you like do something kind of like that? It's like, dude, no, nah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, would you think it would work if they did, if there was a remake? You think I think it'll hit or miss.
I think it'd miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like a director. The only director would want to do it if they were, I don't know, but I don't even know if that's a good idea. I was thinking like It Follows director. Who also, or but I don't know, man. I think there might be one of those that you don't want to touch. But I would be hyped though. Like, I would be hyped in the sense that I'm hopeful that they actually do, because since this was 1980, it's around that time where you could do a remake. So it's like 30.
No, but like,
you don't want to fuck it up. Huh?
No, yeah, straight.
Because it's rare. I could have probably count like, like 5, like as far as like horror movie remakes that I actually like. And the rest are all balls, like, to me, pretty much.
Dude, and especially, like, trying to recast, like, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, that's another one, huh?
You're not gonna...
I don't even know who would I would even put as...
Yeah, you're not...
Jack Torrance's character.
You're not gonna... Because he has that voice.
Yeah. And then his facial expressions, his, like, smile, like, he could just look like kind of creepy, but kind of, like...
Yeah, like, his... Yeah, you can't...
It's gonna be tough. It'll be really tough,
Unless you do, like, a whole different...
Unless you do something else at the Overlook Hotel, which is... It's not Jack, but say it's the next guy. Say, like, how there was a family before?
Yeah.
Say this is another family. Like, say maybe they have a daughter this time. And it's not like Jack Torrance. Like, like, kind of like Evil Dead. Went to the same location.
Grady's family or whatever.
Yeah, so there was a Grady's family, then there's Torrance.
Yeah, because you can't redo...
Yeah, I don't want them to actually have, like, some dude
trying to do the Jack Nicholson, Jack Torrance.
Yeah, that'll be tough, man. So, I'd be down, I guess, if they do, maybe back at the Overlook, another guy who has to watch it for the season, for the season, for the off season or whatever. But it'll be interesting. I've never heard any rumors or anything though, huh?
Oh, thank God, bro.
Nah, cause what
they did like Poltergeist, and that was...
I was gonna say
balls.
Poltergeist, was that Stephen King, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Is it Stephen King? Look it up.
Yeah. Was it? I don't.
Cause I was gonna think of I was thinking if there was any Stephen King's.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. No, it's just the stories by Steven Spielberg. Maybe that's where we're getting confused.
Yes.
Or I'm getting confused. Yeah, but that one didn't really hit. The
remake.
The remake was like, the Amityville Horror remake was when they put Ryan Reynolds in there. Come on.
Straight hot homie or what?
Yeah.
Straight took off his shirt too.
I'm like, what do you do? What are you guys doing here?
Straight. Was he cutting wood or something?
Yeah, I think so. He was chopping like logs and shit, right? No shirt on and shit. Like, dude, why'd you guys pick Ryan Reynolds over here? Like, compared to the original dad who looked like shit back in the day. I'm just trying to think of
like remakes that were...
First I'm trying to think of Stephen King remakes, if they had any. They did the Carrie, which general consensus I guess wasn't that it was that great.
I didn't even watch it.
No. They did Carrie.
It was with, what's her name in it, right? Chloe.
Yeah, Moretz or whatever.
I don't know how to say her last name.
Yeah, that chick.
Yeah, no, she's like, too cute to be Carrie, kind of.
Yeah, and had that.
Because Carrie in the original, she was like she was nerdy.
Mhm. And
not nerdy, but she was like like a straight sounding like a straight sexist right now. Complimenting people on their looks or what?
Pretty much. Huh?
But no, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She wasn't like a straight movie star.
She didn't look like. No, I get what you're saying. This chick had a different look to her, you know. But I'm trying to think.
I mean, bro, girls know like when that girl is all done up.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be not what is it? Not sexist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one? Misogynistic or whatever?
Yeah. I'm just trying to.
Nah, bro, you're a piece of shit. And then they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'm just being hopeful, but it looks good. But we'll see.
What's his name played the clown in the original one?
Tim Curry, right?
Yeah. That dude has hits too.
Tim Curry, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It took me I didn't even know it was him till like last year or something. Like I never even looked, and you can't even tell. Like, well, obviously, if you're, you know.
Yeah. Now you see it.
Now you see it, but beforehand you're not like, oh fuck, that's Tim Curry, like playing Pennywise. You know what I mean? But sorry for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyways, if they were to remake this, they have to really change the story. But I don't know. Just leave it, I guess, right?
Yeah. Just some things you just leave.
Or something should have been left and they didn't. You know?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So 95. That's probably your highest score yet, no?
Probably.
Unless, man, you know, I was thinking we should have like been writing this stuff down. You know,
taking notes.
Yeah, like, or just keeping track of our scores, like that we've.
Yeah, well, I could go back in.
Yeah, because I think up until this point, maybe. What else did we? Dawn of the Dead, I think, got good scores from us.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think Dawn of the Dead was the closest one so far. So this might be my highest one too, maybe. Or no, I think Dawn of the Dead. I think I might have give it a 9, just because I have that fucking childhood.
Oh, the childhood nostalgia.
Bias, yeah. And I'm like, oh fuck, dude, that's just like a 90 or something, you know. So
no, but yeah, actual film wise, this would probably
this out of everything that we've seen, film wise,
the best.
Probably the best one as far as like the production, how it was shot, and how it was everything put together.
Yeah,
you know, because like we give like how we were saying.
I mean it's Kubrick, so
yeah. And then like how we said like we would give like Sleepaway Camp, like we gave it like an 80. Like obviously film for film, it's not even like
not even it's not
it was
the same realm.
Yeah. But like the scores aren't that off. But that's just because you have to put that in a separate like.
That's what
standard
for what it is.
Yeah, that's kind of like if we were to rank them. Like okay, this one got a 89 in like the C category or B, but this one got like a 90 in the A kind of.
Yeah, like a legit movie.
Yeah.
Legit film.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the other one. You gotta change your grading.
Yeah, I mean if you're comparing like.
Yeah, you can't compare
this to like Reanimator or Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
This is gonna be up there in the same category as like The Exorcist or shit like that. I feel. You know.
No, I think like. What's
another?
What are like movies?
Would you say like Jaws? Not even really Jaws, huh?
I'm talking about like movies where like, oh, this is Academy Award winning movie.
Oh, okay. Like something crazy? It would be like Shawshank Redemption or something.
Yeah, like what's it called? What's that movie called?
Which one?
Straight old movie.
Citizen Kane and shit?
Well, there's that one. Like Gone with the Wind.
Oh, okay.
You'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
So like legit.
Yeah, this was.
I think like good. A legit movie.
Mhm. So then after this, Do you already kind of know what you want to go with?
I'm deciding if either what's it called?
Just to remind people, this was pretty much my pick.
Yeah.
So, cause you go Sleepaway Camp, yeah, and then this.
Yeah.
Unless you want to watch It Comes at Night, and then review that one, and then do your pick after that. Or if you have a pick,
well, probably
we could probably just squeeze one in between then.
Yeah. I'm thinking either, what's it called? Black Christmas, the original one. Not that.
This is like 1974, I believe.
Yeah, not.
The remake came out when I was like in high school or junior high or something.
But it's not even really a remake though.
No.
No.
What does it have in common though? Does it have like? It's not the same characters, right? Or is it? Oh, I'll find out.
I don't think so.
Is the premise kind of the same? Is it like a POV killer and shit?
Is it? It's a movie that it doesn't make sense, bro. It's just a movie that should never have been.
2006, yeah. See, I remember when it came out.
It's
Dude, this shit has horrible reviews.
Yeah, it's something that should have came. It's like a remake, but not really a remake.
How would you? What would you compare it to? Like the Nightmare on Elm Street remake? That was kind of a remake, but not really a remake.
I don't even remember that.
No. Okay, so you're stuck between.
Yeah, it might be like. Was that the one? Yeah, it'd be like the Nightmare, I guess.
Where it was different.
Where they had
the characters that kind of represented them, but then there was shit different, and the story was different a little bit, but the overall feel of it was the same.
No.
Not in Black Christmas, you're saying?
Yeah, Black Christmas.
Nah.
It felt like
we should have saved that one for Christmas and shit.
Straight, bro. Yeah. Straight ass.
Hey, for in December we gotta do all those like Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Frost, the Jack Frosty or whatever.
Then there was I think that's the one I'm talking about, Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is that's a dude who he's kind of young, right? Dressed up as Santa Claus. I remember the scene where his homies like coming down. They're on like little sleds going down the snow, and this fool straight gets beheaded like by the fucking Santa Claus killer or whatever, and then he just comes down the snow. He's just like got his head chopped off or shit. And his friends waiting for him at the bottom. He's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Would you say Frozen is in the same? What do we have to throw that in there? Like in the December?
Is that December?
Yeah, we throw that in there. We have to do Krampus, all that. Right, so. Okay, so Black Christmas and what else did you say?
Either Black Christmas or Return of the Living Dead.
Okay. Those are good ones then. Black Christmas. Well, both of them, I guess, to me would be almost like watching it for the first time. Black Christmas for sure. Return of the Living Dead, I tried watching that. I seen a little bit of it. Maybe like the first half an hour. That's the one where the dude wakes up.
Yeah, they're totally different movies.
Uh-huh.
So I guess it depends on like how
how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I want like a legit movie, I guess I'll go to Black Christmas.
Black Christmas. The other one's kind of like teenage, like punk, like 80s.
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Fun zombie movie.
Yeah. The other one's more like it takes itself more serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know if I don't watch it on the Fire Stick or something. That's watch it on my phone or something.
Yeah. But we gotta watch It Comes at Night.
It Comes at Night. Which
I have a tough time saying that.
It Comes at Night. Why? Just because like it's like the joke about it, like the.
Yeah, it's kind of like I can say that with you, but if I go to order, hey, can I get It Comes at Night?
Sounds a little funny.
Yeah.
What about the Tupac movie coming out? What do you think that's gonna be good or what?
I'm not holding my breath.
See, the thing about It Comes at Night is that the critics and like Rotten Tomatoes has a good score, but then some of the fans, I guess,
didn't like it.
Didn't have. But then it could be like maybe it's a little too complicated or something, you know, or complex, you know.
Like Cabin in the Woods.
I don't know, but some like critics were saying like masterpiece, like it's really good, you know. I feel like maybe people were expecting it to be something else, and then they didn't like it, or
Yeah, but like I haven't watched anything about it.
you know, I don't really know shit about it either. I just know what one of the actors is in it because you know you're scrolling through Instagram and that shit comes up.
Yeah, those fools.
Those ads, pretty much.
Yeah.
I saw that, and then I think on YouTube, like in between videos, and it's one of those that you can't skip. It's like a 15-second.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it's about. I just know that one of the actors. Do you know who I'm talking about or no? I don't even know if you want me to tell you. He's nobody really like.
Is it the older dude?
It's what's his name? I'll just tell you if it's not that serious. It's Joel. What's his name? Joel Edgerton, whatever. Dude from The Gift, from Exodus, Gods and Kings and shit with Christian Bale.
I haven't seen that.
No, it's what else is he in? I can't think. But it's just him. That's the other thing I saw. I don't know anything about the plot or anything. But I still want to see it though.
Yeah, no, I'm wondering if like the fans.
I'm hoping that it was just
not fans. Audience review was because like they didn't like Cabin in the Woods.
That one got horrible reviews, or I guess from like the casual fan.
Yeah.
Right? Like me back then. I was
like audience. I wouldn't say fans, right? Because fans are like people that are fans. Yeah.
Yeah, just the casual audience who went over there to go watch a certain movie, and then they ended up watching another movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What the hell is?" Like me, I was like, "What? This is." I thought it was gonna be a fucking like a legit just kind of horror movie in the woods. And
like a standard.
Yeah, I don't think it was gonna have the whole comedy kind of tongue in cheek kind of, you know, fun.
Yeah, like making fun of like the tropes.
Yeah. I had no idea, so I was kind of like, what? Because they didn't mention any of that, like in the.
Because that was when like
the commercials
all the Cabin movies were coming out too, huh? When Cabin in the Woods happened.
I think so. Yeah, could be.
That was like when Cabin Fever was coming out.
I was thinking of. But I can't remember any other ones. But yeah, but that shit got me. Shit tricked me from.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll watch that then for this upcoming weekend. Should we shut it down or what?
Yeah. So
Black Christmas or something.
Black Christmas or
Return of the Living
Return of the Living Dead.
And then somewhere either after or before we'll watch It Comes that Night or something.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is there anything else coming out?
I know
Spider-Man Homecoming.
There's All Eyes on Me.
Did you watch the Tupac one when it came out in Tupac Resurrection?
I watched that one
in theaters.
Did I watch it in theaters? I don't remember, but that's like documentary style, you know.
Yeah.
This is like a biopic.
But I heard when people went to go watch Tupac Resurrection, was the movie theater was a little too hype.
They thought he was really back?
No, like they were. Like when songs were coming on, everybody would get up and start dancing in the movie theaters.
Nah, I hope not.
So when I heard that, I was like, I probably wouldn't watch.
Yeah, I just don't think this is. I don't think it's gonna do well. I don't think I'm gonna like it for some reason. I know, like that Notorious shit was kind of like a dud. I didn't like that.
Yeah, probably.
I think because Straight Outta Compton came out and did really good. I feel like that's now everybody's getting it. Like I'm already hearing a lot of people that want to do movies, like No Limit, and fucking Hot Boys.
Yeah, dude, nobody cares.
And like I heard of a Wu-Tang, but I'm just kind of like now everybody wants to do that, like that group. Cause Straight Outta Compton.
Well, I can see Wu-Tang, because these are like straight iconic groups.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Boys, please.
I heard about the Hot Boys. I heard of that one that they want to do.
No Limit. No.
A No Limit movie.
Like.
And I think there was another one, dude. I just can't remember. But I'm like, dude, just leave it. Like. Just,
yeah. Okay. These are like the only groups I can see ever working. Wu-Tang.
Like a Wu-Tang movie.
Yeah. Obviously NWA.
Mm-hmm. And it's also got
Public Enemy.
Yeah, it's also got to have like a where enough people are gonna come see it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think just have a movie, like have
just
an
a
actual story.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Public Enemy, like yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be a dud in the box office.
Yeah, but I mean, you can actually have a story because
Yeah.
I mean, all the political stuff that
Yeah.
they're talking about. No limit.
No limit, fool. You talking fool?
Fool, just get together and rap. Okay, I get it.
Oh, we mystical and shit, fool. What's up?
Like, zero story involved in that whole group.
What about the Hot Boys? Who's the homie? Juvie and Wayne and Baby and what's his name?
Their whole story was, well, the whole story was a drama when Birdman, I guess, was jacking fools.
That came way later though. Huh?
Yeah, I know.
That's not even like that's not even the Hot Boys.
Yeah, no. That's why I don't care. Like, what story are you gonna?
Juvie. Did I say Juvie already?
Yeah.
Oh. But what else?
Wu-Tang, New York. You could get a little.
I feel like Wu-Tang is like too. I feel like the only thing is like so many members, so much to cover in a movie. I could kind of see like a series, I guess like a Netflix, like a season. I don't know if they're gonna
like fit everything in.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have to condense it. It's gonna hurt them a little bit. I feel like if you do a really good like one season.
Hot Boys, dude. Like
the Hot Boys. I heard of that.
Who brought that up?
I don't know. I'm telling you because I think Straight Outta Compton did so good that everybody's kind of like, oh, well, we have a cool story. Like we can make like if you tell it ours, like we'll kill it too. Kind of. I don't know.
But that was like the height of like all the LA drama that was going on.
That's what I'm saying. What, Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah.
Yeah, Straight. And then it was like the start of a whole. Like they started pretty much all of like the West Coast rap. Like it was a real innovation. Like it was a real big deal, you know.
And like, what are you gonna do with Hot Boys, bro? Like if somebody.
Cause you had like Easy, you have Cube, you have Dre.
Like if I was like
icons.
a producer, right? Drake and some guy pitch me. Have you heard of Straight Outta Compton? Yeah.
Oh, we got the new
Hot Boys.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I got somewhere to go.
Yeah. Like okay, yeah.
So
I'll straight never listen to any of your ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, like the nerve to just say Hot Boys.
And mind you, for this price, if we ever get enough views and we have some listeners from like New Orleans, I'd be pissed right now because you're shitting on them. But that just sounds kind of like, come on, yeah.
But it's not. It's like
there's some people in New Orleans like, what do you mean, like? They're fucking legends.
Okay, in your little region, we're talking about like nationwide, worldwide. Like if you go to like an average person on the street, Hot Boys.
Yeah, the only person they'll probably know is Wayne. You know, better off doing a little Wayne movie than Hot Boys. But what else is coming out? Did you, let's see.
Black Panther.
Oh yeah, Black
Thor
Panther.
Ragnarok.
Those are coming out. Pirates of the Caribbean is coming out this week. Or it's already out. Oh shit, it's already out, I guess. Now playing. Oh, okay, The Mummy.
I heard that was
the dud or what?
Yeah, fools were just straight shitting on it.
Rotten
bad.
Tomatoes is bad. Yeah, it's bad. Fans, it's okay. Fan review. Wonder Woman, I know, did really well.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Yeah. But anyhow, yeah, we'll wrap it up like an hour and a half. Shit.
Yeah. So this was episode 14?
14, yeah, I think. Hopefully. If not, we're going to sound fucking stupid, but...
Straight had it right in the beginning and then wrong at the end.
Yeah, 14.
Episode 14.
Shining. And our thoughts on Horror Nights, I guess.
Yeah, a little breakdown on Horror Nights.
And our predictions. Hopefully they hear us.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they hear us, then the whole Universal Studio is just going to be Overlook Hotel.
I know,
Pretty
right?
much.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Or
Yeah.
what if they? What if they do the backlight like you know where like cycles at and everything, where they have a lot of room.
Oh, the just like the maze
Yeah.
and the hotel.
Yeah, because you know how they did clowns last year, and I think, what if they do like something big back there, like, because they have all that area, the back lot, or I mean the tram, terror tram,
Where you have to
walk,
Yeah,
you know. But I mean, it gives you a shitload of room.
Yeah. Wait, all right, well, let's not end it, I guess, right now.
Now,
But I was thinking, like, that'd be dope because, like, if you're, like, tramming up, like, to the, like, Overlook Hotel, and then when you get off, then, like, they greet you.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope. But what would kill it was, like, the Psycho Motel being there.
Why don't they? I don't know why they don't just do a fucking psycho fucking maze, like, every year. So.
I want to go into that
I
house.
want to go in the
bad.
house. Me too. Like, goddamn.
Straight break in or
Yeah, I just like, I don't want to go in there. So like, but the only time I feel like they even let you walk over there is during Halloween. Like they don't horror nights. Like normally when you're taking the tour, you can't even get off. But
yeah, I was just thinking like if you tram up like how when like Jack drives up to the hotel,
they could kind of deck it, like
they just make like all this fake snow like you're going up there. But yeah, now we're getting into like some straight.
Yeah, never asking too much.
Yeah.
All right,
so episode 14. Later.
So yeah, see you guys next time.